That is Think, song by Aretha Franklin. It was recorded in 1968, released single 1968, reached number 7 on the Billboard Hot Charts. Think by Aretha Franklin. If you like that, check it out. It's a great song, and it's the theme of this week's episode. Think. Hmm. All right, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Tom Lavelle Show. Thank you for listening. If you're liking what I'm doing, I appreciate it. Please leave a like or a comment. A couple things is song this week was Think by Aretha Franklin. If you want to hear that song, you can watch the YouTube episode where I put the songs on that I cover. All episodes are available now on Spotify. Hooray! So you can listen to them in your car. And hopefully by the time this is out, it's available on Apple Music. I'm trying. Apple's weird. I don't know what's going on. I think I've submitted it. I think they've accepted. I don't know. I'm just a guy. So trying to figure all that shit out. Still trying to figure out the studio. I really want to have like a little studio for my house that I can have guests and different people on and make this a little more fun. But if you like it, I appreciate it. Thank you for listening. Listen up, because you never know, this might be the last episode. All right, first thing I want to do is I want to get some comments from last week's videos. From my Mushrooms at Coldplay video, got a comment from Reese William 11. You're right, dude. Someone spends hard-earned money on a ticket just to record it with shitty audio on their phone and not actually enjoy anything. Morons. You know, he's talking about the concert when people are there and they're recording the whole concert with their phone. Here you go, guys. If you're listening to this, nobody wants to watch your fucking concert that you're at. Okay. Now, if you want to get a picture, a little video, to post so people like it or it's cool and show, hey, look at this, it's cool, whatever. Okay, short, keep it short. Nobody wants to see the whole concert. I was at this concert and the person next to me was literally filming the whole fucking concert. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And if you're going to be doing that, maybe get something that stationary so then you can enjoy the concert while that records behind you. But they're sitting there holding it in front of you like a maroon. Don't do that. Come on. Grow up. Enjoy this shit. You get to enjoy it. You know what I mean? Take mushrooms. All right, and I got another comment from Reese William on my guy code video. My guy code video is about when you're a guy and you go to the bathroom and there's a urinal there. You give space to the person next to you. If there's space available, you take the space. You leave a gap. Okay, you don't stand next to the person if there's an open space. You understand? So, Reese Williams says, yeah, but then how can I grab the guy next to me's shoulder to keep my balance? Getting fucked up, Reese. You're getting fucked up, bro. I appreciate the comments. I mean, if you need balance, grab the thing. Don't grab a guy. Yeah, come on. I know you're being funny. Also got a Real Ty Jones. What's his handle? Oh man, I gotta figure it. Like, oh, I'm fucking it up. Doesn't matter. Real Tyler Jones, 1,000,000% code. He knows the code. Know the code. If you're a guy and you're standing next to somebody at a urinal and there's plenty of other open urinals, you're suspect, bro. You're suspect. Cover your shit. You know what I mean? Like, dude, give me some space. You know what I mean? All right, so this week's song was "Think" by Aretha Franklin, and the reason that is the song this week is because I've been reading this book. Yes, I know. You're thinking, "Wow, Tom, you're a super smart guy. You read books? Of course I read books. I'm a smart people read books. So clearly, you know, I'm smart." First book I've read in a while, actually. So it's about thinking and how we think about things. Okay. And it was kind of interesting because I find myself doing this all the time. And I'm wondering if you find yourself doing this. You kind of get set in your ways and you think about, okay, you've got it figured out. And you kind of become maybe blind to another idea or another thought or something that you might eventually, like, maybe something's right at some point and then it turns wrong. So our willingness and our ability to keep our minds open and to maybe change our mind on a certain topic is something that you need to be able to do. You know, there's this thing, as a syndrome, it's called Anton syndrome. And it was these people back in the day that were blind. They would go blind, but they would be unwilling to admit that they were actually blind. They would be, "Oh, I'm just in a dark room," or, "Oh, I just need my glasses to see." And it's like, they're running into shit. They can't see what's in front of them, but their mind is made up. They're blind, but they won't admit that they're actually blind. They can't admit it. Anton syndrome. I think people are doing this all the time. A lot of times politically is where it happens, but it can be other things too, that maybe at work, and or something, that there's an idea that you're unwilling to try or think about or even have in your head that may actually, you might enlighten yourself, you might open something up and get a new view on things. So I would say, don't be scared to change your mind. Don't be scared to think and try new ideas that, well, maybe this is that or that is this, and you might be able to come up with a better solution, or even still realize, oh, that's shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I would say, don't be afraid to admit that you changed your mind. It's okay. It is okay. And I think we need a little bit more of that. So when you're thinking about, don't get Anton syndrome. Don't do it. Don't, if you're make sure you can see. All right. So I was on vacation this past week. We went to Sea Isle City. I love Sea Isle. I like going there. The funny thing is, I say it's a vacation. Is it really a vacation? You know what I mean? I'm driving down. I'm spending a lot of money. Fucking I'm lugging shit around. I'm taking my kid to this and that and carrying him all over, and doing all this other shit. I'm cleaning up. I'm packing. I'm unpacking. Like, what is this really a vacation? You know what I mean? You beat yourself up. I'm just like, a lot of times, I'm doing all this shit, running around. I'm not sitting there. We're running, 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 running. So, you know, fucking A. There's a lot of shit. But I'm down there, and I have my diet that I do now, this carnivore diet. And I tell you, people are saying I'm crazy with this diet. I'm crazy, this and that. I'm starting to think that I'm not the crazy one. Maybe this is going back to the thinking thing I'm talking about. Like, guys, let's look at what we're eating here, what we're feeding our families. Like, this is out of control. And I don't want to say it too much. Like, I don't want to talk about it too much, because and I'll get back to that later, for a selfish reason. But if you're listening to this, you need to look at what you're eating and what you're feeding your family. Like, what are we doing to ourselves? The Like, things used to be a treat. You know what I mean? Like, used to be like, oh man, we're gonna get ice cream. Like, that's a treat. Now people eat ice cream every fucking day. Like, oh, it's a cupcake, cupcakes every day. I'm down at the beach and I'm looking at this family, and they were an obese family, and they're sitting there, and what do they have to eat? And like I noticed what they have to eat, and don't get me wrong, I loved eating the shit. They got huge bags of chips, big bags of pretzels, kettle cooked, salt. Like then I look over and this guy's got a huge bag of Sour Patch Kids, and he's just like shoveling them in his mouth, like he's hungry. So he's like, "Oh, I got these Sour Patch Kids," like, and that's why I think we've become like it's so normal just to eat this stuff and eat it over and over and over and over again. It's just like it's part of our diet. It's part of our regular diet, and I'm eating grapes. Like, all right, I did cheat on vacation. I was eating pizza. I had some stuff, but like it's been like 3 or 4 months. You know what I mean? So I was like, well, I'm going on vacation. I'm gonna enjoy some of the stuff that I always enjoyed down the beach. Was glad to get back. I'm taking vitamin E. Vitamin E helps to get all the seed oils out of your system. So I'm trying to get all the seed oil out of my system. That's a killer. I've got my reverse osmosis water machine that I've been drinking my water. I've been drinking plenty of milk, raw grass-fed milk. Um, there's been tons of studies on milk and how great it is for you. The cows can process the vegetable, like, they're eating grass, right? Grass fed, they have like 5 stomachs. They can process this shit and they turn it nutrients and they turn it into the milk, and the milk is great for you. We don't have 5 stomachs. That's why the vegetables are no good for us. Okay. Our stomachs can't process this shit. Just know it upsets your stomach. Can you live off of it? Yes. Is it going to really help you be the best you can be? No. So I've read on the internet. But seriously, look at the shit that you're eating. We need to eat more quote unquote whole foods. Okay. I would say fruits, meats, dairy, and try to get the best stuff you can get. And I'm not saying you got to eat ribeye steaks every day, but you're getting grass-fed beef from cow organs. If you can get some organs, dude, I've been cooking liver. It's not bad. I actually liked cooked liver. Raw, nah. Cooked, good. I like eating it. Got some heart I'm gonna try. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. So I'm gonna try some heart. I'm actually gonna pull that out of the freezer today and thaw it out and see how that tastes. Hopefully it's all right. But these things are like these are superfoods. Okay, they're so good for you. They're just good for you. You gotta eat them. I'm trying to tell you, and the reason I'm telling you this is because I love you. I love you. I'm your friend. I want to help you. I feel like this has helped me. I feel great. I've lost weight. I feel stronger. Feel better about myself. I feel like I'm actually doing something good for myself. Um, but I don't want to be telling people this forever. You know why? Because I don't give a fuck about a lot of the people. Okay, like, okay, I want to tell people, hey, this carnivore diet I think is the way to go. But if people fucking, there's gonna be less food for me. So I'll let you eat the fucking, Sour Patch Kids. You go eat the Sour Patch Kids. Enjoy yourself. All right. Enjoy your life and diabetes and whatever the fuck else it is you got. Okay. Enjoy your fucking whatever processed bullshit. You want to eat fucking, impossible burgers because you think you're saving the world. You're not. You're killing yourself. You're eating garbage. You're eating dog food. All right. Even the dogs, you shouldn't feed that. So you go ahead. Speaking of dog food, Subway. I mean, I don't want to harp on it too much, but they fucking Subway blows. What? How is Subway still around? First of all, they had fucking Jared, the fucking child porn guy, as their representative for how long? They make garbage sandwiches. They're like, if you live in the Philadelphia area and you're eating Subway, shame on you. Shame on you. There's a million other hoagie shops probably 2 blocks away from you that you could get a great sandwich for less money and just enjoy it and eat something better. I mean, I don't eat that garbage anymore, but Subway, you are always garbage. You suck, Subway. Suck it. um what I wanted to get to too was I watched the movie Hustle with Adam Sandler, the new movie Hustle, where he's like a basketball scout, and He's trying to find talent for the 76ers, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good movie. Um, did I think twice about Queen Latifah being his wife? Yeah. I was like, "Oh, Queen Latifah's your wife in this movie. How about that?" It just didn't click for me, it didn't mesh too well. I like Queen Latifah too, but I just was like, I don't know. I didn't expect, maybe it was more like a realistic marriage, these people were just like, "Hey, whatever," but it didn't seem like I didn't feel the chemistry, if you will. Not that it was a love story, but I just didn't feel like, that was kind of a weird thing for me. I love the movie. I love seeing like stuff around Philadelphia, Manayunk, Roxborough area. I love seeing that, streets that I've walked up and down or driven around or whatever. It's pretty cool to see. Philadelphia themed place being the focal point. So I liked that. Overall, the rating, I thought it was very rewatchable. I could watch it again, and if it's on, I would watch it because I liked it. That's a lot of Adam Sandler movies with me. I'm an Adam Sandler guy, so I don't want to get Anton syndrome. I don't want to think, I don't want to be blind because it is. So if I'm giving it a rating out of 10, I'm going to give Hustle a 7.6. Easy. 76ers. Easy score. 7.6. I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was a nice movie, rewatchable, fun, cool movie. I liked Hustle. I would recommend it. If you're looking for a movie night and you want something good and you live in this area especially, give Hustle a try. 7.6. And then recently there was a Money in the Bank ladder match at WWE. I'm a big wrestling fan. I might be getting a little more into the wrestling stuff because what I think I'd like to do eventually is get some professional wrestlers on the show and interview them. So when I watch something, I'm gonna get some takes on it. The pay-per-view Money in the Bank, I thought was a really good pay-per-view. I enjoyed it. There was a great match in it between the undisputed champions, the Usos versus the Street Profits. Great match, super match, awesome, like false finishes, great action, great story. Like really loved it. Very good. Um, Highly recommend if you haven't seen it to go watch that match if you are a wrestling fan. The women's and the men's Money in the Bank matches were very good. I thought they were creative, high flying, risk taking. I'm happy with their choices to win. Liv Morgan won and then cashed in against Ronda Rousey later that night, which was an awesome moment. I almost got a little emotional because she's worked so hard and then she's been in the biz for a while, and this was her first time ever like getting a big accomplishment, and her family's sitting in the front row. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, man, that must be so awesome for them to like see that, for her to do that, and her family's all there and just have this amazing moment. And I thought it was super cool. Um, and then Theory won the men's ladder match, and I like Theory. People hate him, but I think he's a super talent. I think he's actually going to be one of the big stars in the future for them. So I like that. I think they had him do that because they don't want Reigns to lose the titles via cash in, being that he has both titles right now. And so I think Theory is actually not going to successfully cash in his Money in the Bank, but we will see. So if you like professional wrestling, I would definitely check out the Usos versus Street Profits match. It was great match. The you could look up the highlights for the Liv Morgan cash in, which was really cool, and then the men's Money in the Bank ladder match was really cool. I mean, I think it was 8 wrestlers, ladders everywhere. People, I mean, there was a thing where they got this guy Omos who's like he might be 7'5". I mean, he is huge. He's maybe the biggest man I've ever seen in my life, and they all lifted him up and plant him through a table. It was pretty incredible. So I would definitely check out the Money in the Bank pay-per-view if you got a chance. Go to those matches. First match, Usos Street Profits. Second match, men's ladder match. Third match I would check out is a women's ladder match. And then I would, try to find a video of the cash in by Liv Morgan later. So, yeah, that is going to wrap it up for this week's episode of the Tom Lavelle Show. As always, I really appreciate you listening. If you like the episode, give it a like, maybe leave a comment, tell a friend. This may be the last episode ever, so this might be your last chance to tell someone. But thanks for listening. Have a great week, and I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. My name's Tom Lavelle. Peace.